Welcome back, chemistry fans. Today is day 32, and we are going to be carrying on without me. I am very sorry that I am not there, but that is okay. We are just introducing a brand new subject, and most of this you will find very familiar and very comfortable. So let me share my screen and show you what you are supposed to be doing today in my absence. So today, our objective is to talk about ionic character, electronegativity, and how that relates to something new called polarity. But we should be familiar with electronegativity. So if we were to look at a periodic table, you would recall that there was a trend where size was the largest down on the far right, where that was francium, and fluorine was the lowest in size, smallest. But what we then learned is there's an opposite trend. Who wants electrons most starts with fluorine. Fluorine has the highest electronegativity. It steals electrons because it's the closest to a stable octet without actually having one. So, electronegativity is a trend that we are familiar with from a previous unit, and you are going to re-engage with this content in a new little bit of a way. And so what you're going to see is this chart called a Pauling electronegativity chart, and it's going to help us decide how strong it is. How do they know that fluorine is the strongest? It's going to help us enumerate that value. So our first step is that you are going to do a warm-up, and that warm-up is going to be a review of the Lewis structure, the expanded octet. So get into that and do the solution video to make sure you understand that content. If we then get into our calendar, you will notice that for the A day, you are going to be taking this unit test right after we get back from the A days, and B days are both going to be taking this exam right after we get back from the Thanksgiving break. So that's great news. We don't have to worry about one for the next 2-3 weeks here. If we're looking at our percentages, you are somewhere in the neighborhood of 35% done. Only 10 more days until we get a day off or a week off for Thanksgiving, 192 till summer. Wow, things are just flying by. If you haven't yet paid for your tie-dye, please make certain that you are doing the appropriate thing and reimbursing the school for your tie-dye and your supplies. And if you haven't, then after we get done with the new lesson, make sure that you are making the corrections to the Unit 6 exam. Don't have any homework, any lingering grades. Make sure that you have an A going into Thanksgiving break. Make your corrections to the Unit 6, Unit 5 exams. Get those turned in. And then finally, here we have our new Unit 7, and I've got two topics that I want you to address, Topic 1 and Topic 2. So 1 is a reintroduction of electronegativity, and then 2 is how does this relate to polarity? So things that are polar are things that don't share, they don't work together nicely. So if I have electronegativity, someone is stealing electrons. That means that the other one doesn't have the electrons. That's an unequal sharing, and that is the definition of polarity. There's some other ways, though, that polarity can occur, and it's because of the natural shape of the molecule. If it is a bent or it is a trigonal pyramid, they tend to not be sharing electrons because of the time that they spend on the other half of the molecule as opposed to where there are fewer atoms. And then size also matters. The bigger the atom, the longer it takes to go around the electrons do around it, and that's where we can get some polarity. So those are a very quick summary of what you're going to learn in those lessons. Now, do not worry about the laboratory. We will do that when I get back next class, but do the homework. The homework, it is a little bit longer than normal. It is 5 questions, all of which relate to this electronegativity and how we can determine if a bond is polar. All right, once you're done with that, please make your corrections to your exam. This is everything that I wish to share with you for today. I hope that you will have fun without me, enjoy and relax, and I will see you again next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.